Elizabeth Warren has said over and over again that she will not be running against Hillary Clinton in the primaries in 2016. But every once in a while, she says things that make you go, So what she really wants to do is push forward her progressive agenda, hold the bankers accountable, stand up for the middle class. And the question is Hillary Clinton going to do that? Well, Al Sharpton had her on the show, and she says some things that lead to drums. Let's watch.
But a lot of progressives have questions about whether she'll be a progressive warrior. What would you say to them?
You know, I think that's what we got to see. I want to hear what she wants to run on and what she says she wants to do. That's what campaigns are supposed to be about.
Whoa, what is that? We'll have to see. That's what campaigns are about? That is definitely not a ringing endorsement. That is a significant shot across the bow. Now, look, there's two possibilities here. One is that she's going to run against Hillary Clinton. That's why she's not saying anything good about Hillary Clinton. The other is that she wants to influence Hillary Clinton to become more progressive, and she hasn't yet seen that, right? Now, I hope she's not holding her breath, because I got bad news for her. Hillary Clinton is not progressive, and if she goes in that direction, she's only faking it. I mean, here's a woman who took hundreds of thousands of dollars from banks to tell them how great they are and how they're terribly misunderstood. Not a decade ago or 2 decades ago, just recently. She just went to Goldman Sachs and says, oh, you poor bankers, I'll stick up for you. That woman is not progressive. That doesn't mean she's not progressive in any way, shape, or form, but certainly not on the issues that Elizabeth Warren cares about, or to the degree that Elizabeth Warren cares about. And, you know, Elizabeth Warren's always talking about, like, oh, I want to do everything I can to push the agenda that I believe in. That makes sense. That's great. That's why you should get into politics. You know what would really help you push your agenda? If you're president of the United States of America. Trying to hope that Hillary Clinton will pretend to do the right thing while she's in a primary run, it's hoping for way too little. Now, Chris Cillizza wrote about this in the Washington Post. He made a good point and a bad point. Let's go to the good point first. He said, of course, there's a difference in politics between not being all that convinced in private and making clear you are not all that convinced in public. Warren chose the latter approach likely because she wants to make sure the Clinton people know that she won't be a pushover. So that's a very good point, because Elizabeth Warren could think this in her basement all day long. The question is, why did she go on a TV show, talk about it, and then say it in a way that would trigger everybody asking the question, whoa, are you not in favor of Hillary Clinton? What's going on here, right? So very good point by Chris on that one. Now, at the end of the article, he says, Warren, at least in the near term, may be Republicans' best friend, providing all sorts of fodder for the GOP as they try to make the case that Clinton isn't really what the Democratic Party wants. That point makes no sense whatsoever. It's typical Washington junk, where they're like, oh, anybody that runs in a primary helps the other party. Why? Why is that the case? I mean, that's the exact argument they would have made against President Obama. Oh, don't you dare hurt Hillary Clinton. The Republicans love President Obama. That, at the time, of course, Senator Obama running against Hillary Clinton, because it's going to hurt her, and then the Republicans are going to take advantage. How did that wind up? Oh, right, he beat her and then beat the Republicans twice. Didn't really help the Republicans. No, primaries are helpful to figure out who's your best candidate. So this whole idea of, no, don't bow your head. Don't you dare ever run against a Democrat in a primary, because you'll hurt them and then you'll help the Republicans, is a ridiculous notion put out by the Washington conventional wisdom that makes no sense whatsoever. So the reality is, it's obvious that Elizabeth Warren is not yet convinced, and she had a dinner with Hillary Clinton alone in December recently, where Hillary Clinton tried to convince her that, oh, don't worry, I'm on your side. You don't need to push any further. I'm with you, right? Obviously, Elizabeth Warren was not convinced. And obviously, she wants to keep pushing in this direction. Equally obvious to me, and to a lot of people who would like her to enter the race, is pushing Hillary Clinton is, first of all, a Sisyphean task. You're going to push that boulder up the hill, excuse the pun, and then it's going to roll right back down. What do you think she's going to do in the general election? Try to court Elizabeth Warren? No, she's going to go right, way right. She's already talking about how she's in favor of more war and military action in the Middle East. She's running to the right already. That's because that's who she is. That's who she is. She is the establishment, hoping that you could put a little pressure on her to make her more progressive. That is not the correct way to go. If you would like to pursue your agenda, There's only one way to pursue it effectively. You run. By the way, and you win. And when you win, then you can have your agenda.